When a shipper suddenly stops paying their freight bills, the financial damage can ripple through a freight broker's entire operation. It's not just about one unpaid invoice, it's the strain on cash flow, carrier relationships, and operational planning. In today's economic environment, marked by rising interest rates, soft freight demand, and fluctuating commodity prices, even previously reliable shippers can face financial hardship with little warning. The good news? Early warning signs exist, and freight brokers who monitor key indicators can often avoid major losses. This video explores how freight brokers can detect early signs of shipper distress and reduce their exposure, while also highlighting how a data-focused approach plays a pivotal role in proactive credit risk management. We'll first get an understanding of shipper insolvency and why it matters. Shipper insolvency occurs when a business can no longer meet its financial obligations, including payments to brokers and carriers. For brokers, this presents an acute risk. Services have already been rendered, carriers have been paid or are demanding payment, and collection becomes uncertain at best. It's easy to assume large, well-known shippers are safe. But the past few years have seen multiple high-profile bankruptcies in sectors like retail, manufacturing, and even agriculture. A flashy brand name doesn't always mean financial health. As a result, freight brokers must treat credit risk as a dynamic process, not a one-time approval. Next, we'll look at the early warning signs of trouble. Brokers should be trained to recognize both qualitative and quantitative red flags, including slower payment behavior. A shipper that historically pays within 30 days, now creeping towards 45 to 60 plus, is often a major sign of tightening cash flow. Invoice disputes increase. Repeatedly questioning line items or delaying payments by arguing over minor details may indicate they're buying time. Sudden volume shifts. A shipper who drastically increases or decreases volume may be reacting to internal financial instability. Personal turnover. High turnover in accounts payable or finance departments could possibly signify internal disruption. Silence or avoidance. Difficulty getting responses from a normally communicative shipper could mean trouble is brewing. Now, let's explore the role of business credit reports. A business credit report isn't just a formality, it's a window into a company's financial behavior. Reports tailored for transportation decision-making typically include credit score and rating, a numerical and qualitative assessment of payment history and financial responsibility, days to pay trend, shows the average number of days the shipper takes to pay their invoices. A rising average days to pay can be a red flag. Carrier and broker trade experiences. This section details how the shipper is paying others in the industry, a crucial insight you can't get from general business credit bureaus. Claims and disputes. Any negative payment experiences submitted by other brokers or carriers. Public record information. Bankruptcies, liens, or judgments filed against the business. Checking this data regularly helps ensure a shipper hasn't quietly fallen into distress while your business relationship continues unchanged. Tools like the ones Transcredit offers can provide this type of transportation-specific reporting, helping brokers make faster, more informed decisions. Next, monitoring, not just checking. One of the most common mistakes brokers make is treating credit checks as a one-time task. Instead, ongoing monitoring is essential. Automated alerts from credit reporting platforms can notify brokers when a company's score drops or if negative payment behavior is reported. This means that even if a shipper looks strong today, you'll be notified of meaningful changes in real time. This gives you a chance to adjust your credit terms, limit exposure, or pause business if necessary before things escalate. In industries where invoice cycles can stretch from 30 to 60 days, early alerts can be the difference between recovering your money or eating the loss. Next, leveraging peer data, what other brokers know. In a relationship-driven business like freight, word of mouth still matters. But instead of relying on back-channel calls to vet a shipper, consider data platforms that consolidate payment experiences across the industry. Platforms that aggregate broker and carrier feedback allow you to tap into crowdsourced credit intelligence. If another company has reported non-payment or disputes, that insight becomes part of the report. This peer-driven model is especially valuable for brokers working with newer or rapidly scaling shippers where public credit data may be limited. Transcredit's aggregated network of trade data provides brokers with direct visibility into how shippers pay others in the transportation sector, often before those issues become more widely known. Next, diversification and internal credit limits. Credit risk isn't just about identifying bad actors, it's about managing your overall exposure. That means not letting any one shipper become too large or a percentage of your receivables. Internally, brokers should set credit limits per shipper based on credit report data, historical behavior, and financial ratios. Volume limits for new shippers until a reliable payment history is established. Tiered credit terms. Net 15 for high risk or new clients, net 30 or 45 for those with strong histories. Combining internal controls with external credit data creates a more disciplined, less reactive approach. Next, communication as a risk management tool. When you spot red flags, don't assume the worst, communicate. Sometimes payment delays are caused by temporary hiccups, new systems, or simple errors. But how a shipper responds to a direct inquiry can tell you a lot. Do they acknowledge the issue and commit to the payment timeline? Do they deflect blame or ignore your outreach? Are their explanations consistent with their industry trends? Even this communication strategy benefits from a documented credit reporting system. Some platforms allow shippers to dispute or clarify claims, giving both sides a transparent record. When brokers know there's an official channel for reporting and resolution, they can avoid risky guesswork. And finally, what to do if you suspect a shipper is becoming insolvent. If you believe a shipper is heading toward insolvency, your action plan should include tightening terms, move from net 30 to net 15, or even COD, cash on delivery, for future loads. Halting new business. Pause new loads until existing invoices are cleared. Document everything. Maintain clean records in case you need to file a claim or join a bankruptcy proceeding. Report negative behavior. Submit payment experiences to a credit bureau to alert others. Talk to your carriers. If you're brokering loads with outsourced carriers, make sure that they're not blindsided. Your credibility is on the line. In conclusion, prevention is more powerful than collection. Shipper insolvency doesn't just hurt your bottom line, it damages trust, reputation, and your carrier network. In today's volatile freight environment, relying on instinct alone is no longer enough. Brokers need consistent access to industry-specific credit data, real-time alerts, and peer-reported experiences to make sound decisions. Resources like credit monitoring and payment experience platforms empower brokers to spot warning signs early, adjust course quickly, and protect their financial future. While no system can prevent all losses, a proactive, data-driven strategy can help ensure you see the storm coming before it hits. By turning credit risk into a process rather than a panic, brokers can focus more on growth and less on damage control. We appreciate you for watching and hope you found some useful takeaways. Remember, Transcredit can help, so visit our website at www.transcredit.com to explore the different options we have available to help stay in front of potential high-risk shippers. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Transcredit. We'll see you on the next one.